It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. Always a pleasure, and I mean that, to be here with Kenny and Shaq. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for New Orleans, they are clearly amped up for this and determined to have a strong showing from the get-go. They feel this is a game they can win and want to establish that pace early on. And a true star on display tonight, as we'll get a chance to see Anthony Davis. He does so much out there. Shaq, what makes him so difficult to match up with?
Before I answer that question, Ernie, I want you to rub my hand.
I will do nothing of the sort.
Ernie, trust me.
Trust
I needed to make my point.
I'm just touching your hand.
Feel that, Ernie?
Yes, I do.
It's like his jump shot, silky and soft.
Ooh,
he can get it over anyone. Stop touching me now, Ernie. He also can put it on the floor and beat most players his size off the dribble. But that jumper reminds me of my skin, silky, sexy, and smooth.
Wow, I'm glad I'm 2 seats away. But I'll tell you what. He simply moves better than most people at his position. You know, his fluidity, his footwork, second to none in that position. And yes, silky smooth. I don't know, Ernie, you can only attest to this, like Shaq's hands and skin, but very so. Very good.
Look, all I can say right now is I wish I were anywhere but here.
The lights of downtown Oakland reflecting off the surface of Lake Merritt tonight. Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Anthony Davis's ascent to stardom has been almost as quick as the physical growth that transformed his game. Davis said, going into my senior season in high school, I grew 7 inches in one summer. Every 2 to 3 weeks, I needed new clothes, new shoes. As I grew, it was like starting all over again. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. As I recall, he said that was a tough adjustment, but he's been ahead of the curve ever since.
I can't lie. It still baffles me the year the Warriors had last season. Just outstanding basketball from them on all fronts. Nobody thought that the 96 Bulls win record was in jeopardy at the start of the season. By the end of the year, the Warriors were able to top it with an incredible 73 wins. I never thought I'd see that mark broken.
Green kicks to Pachulia. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Always keeping his head up. Draymond rarely misses the open man.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Davis and Asik working together down low. Holiday and Hield team up in the backcourt. And it's Evans in at the 3 slot. Pachulia the pass to Curry. Good on the shot.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Hield. Off target from outside. And here are the Warriors now. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Takes a 3. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Pachulia. Durant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Tipped away. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Pachulia with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And Thompson throws it down.
Oh, you know, an underrated part of Thompson's game, the ability to dominate at the cup.
Holiday against Curry. Will it go? And Drew Holiday with the 3. Holiday's got 5.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Don't forget about him when he's spotting up like that and knocking him down like that. The offense has to keep getting him the rock.
Curry can't get it to go.
Finally see a miss there after hitting their first 4 shots of the game.
The offensive rebound, and Ashik throws it down.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
I mean, you have to love the awareness of Curry's sick look to find an open teammate.
We take for granted the magician-like moves Curry can pull off with the ball. But, Chris, it's something that he's worked on very hard his entire career.
Curry has made leaps and bounds in his improvement with his ball handling. Arguably, with Uncle Drew, he is the best ball handler in this league at this point. He did a lot of drills dribbling tennis balls to up his feel and handle on the court.
And so he makes both from the line.
And who would expect anything less? Tremendous poise at the line.
Picked by Pachulia. Evans against Durant. The dish to Pachulia. Feeds it to Green. Shoots from 14. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Heel dishes to Holiday. He kicks to Usher. Knocked away. Evans outside. Releases. And the Pelicans miss again.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's selfish on his part to attempt that. Should have passed it back out and tried to get a better look.
Now, here's Thompson. Green, the screen. Thompson passes to Pachulia. And Pachulia with the dunk.
Oh, and fantastic vision. I mean, Thompson quickly locates the open man.
Pelicans trail by 6. And Holiday kicks to Ashik. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And for NBA teams, the hardest thing to do is to get superstar talent, obviously. The Pelicans have that in Anthony Davis. How, Greg, do you think they build around him?
Well, a big part of it is just him staying healthy. I mean, we all know this is the team that's had horrible luck in that regard. Now they're shaping personnel to fit the new coaching staff. A bit more shooting, more depth. I think that's going to be key.
And there's the call on Pachulia. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Warriors with some changes. David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. The Pelicans also changing it up. Alexis Ajinça comes in for Omer Ashik. And it's Cunningham in for Davis. Moore. Here's Ajinça. And finally they hit one. Ajinça's got his first points of the game.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just a real lack of physicality in the post there. No reason at all that they should have gotten the rebound off that miss.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Here is Cunningham. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. It's stolen by Green. Inside, Livingston dishes to Green. Shot from the top of the key. Livingston, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Poked loose. Here's Clark. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Outside, Green. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Moore. Pelicans trail by 4. Over to the left wing. Here's Galloway. He's covered by Livingston. Galloway, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the stuff by West.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
That's part of his skill set. Excellent recognition on his part to get in the best spot to complete that look.
Green with the block.
And good anticipation by Draymond. I mean, he always gets in position for these clean swats like this one.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Strong fundamentals right there. He didn't consider the height disadvantage too long. Instead, he just went right at him and sunk it in his grill, in the face.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Well, one thing about Draymond Green, he isn't very bashful when it comes to sharing what's on his mind.
Well, Draymond knows what he's about and can back up everything he says. The team doesn't mind when he'll call someone out in the media or take a verbal jab, because when he messes up, he's the first to call himself out to a reporter. Green essentially is that guy who is saying to the media what every other NBA player really wants to say.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Hill. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Clark, the pass to Livingston. On the wing, Green. The pass to Clark. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Got it off in time. Drilled it right as the clock hit all zeros.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel. Woo!
Nice, able to keep his composure in the game's biggest moment. That's all about confidence, folks.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Smooth sailing from an offensive standpoint thus far.
Oh, yeah, good recognition, finding a number of weaknesses in the defense and then relentless in exploiting them.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Holiday and Hield team up in the backcourt. Davis and Ashik working together down low, and it's Hill in at the 3. Curry gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Hield kicks to Holiday. Ashik with it. Pick up by Hill. Shot off the pick. And the shot no good, a bit short. Warriors leading by 12. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's just a clumsy turnover there. Just an errant pass that should have never been attempted.
Evans, he's checked in for New Orleans. Chris, throughout your career, you spent a lot of time down low on the blocks, and we're seeing less of that now, those post-ups that were such a primary option when you played in teams' offenses. Does that concern you? Is that good or bad?
It's concerning from this point. Kids aren't being properly coached. In the middle school and the high school level. Kids don't know how to play on the post. When you look back through the history of this game, whether it's been guards or big fellas, the post is not about how tall you are. The post is about how the closer you are to the basket, you usually have an advantage. And if you have game, then that pump fake game down there work and get you to the foul line. And if you are a good passer, then it draws the double team. It changes the angle that the defense has to look inside and play. It helps slow the pace down sometimes in the playoffs when the game gets tough and a little bit more physical. And we can say that everybody's changed their game, but only one team wins a year. So, you know, I don't know if the trend is necessarily not there with big guys not in the post when I look at guys like Drummond, Blake Griffin, Dwight Howard, Horford, Jordan, Zebo, the Gasol brothers. There's still a lot of post players out there, so I don't subscribe to that opinion that is less on the post. I just subscribe to the opinion that maybe coaches don't want to coach that way because guys have post game. We just have to see if the game will change. But small ball right now is what everybody loves.
Great perspective. Certainly one thing that you just love watching when the Warriors play is their passing.
Well, and
that's how we play the game. Bring it in, let's go.
To get them those dimes. It helps that the Warriors have great passers at pretty much every position on the floor and off the bench. Not only is this entertaining basketball, but it is effective basketball as evidenced by their record.
Holiday dishes to Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
I mean, look, he's just an instinctive guy. Helping his teammates generate some offense comes naturally to him.
Curry against Holiday. Curry passes to Pachulia. Right side Curry. Pachulia kicks to Curry. Another miss by Curry.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to Holiday. Screen by Asik. Here's Davis, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Some changes for Golden State. West comes in for Jaja Pachulia, and it's Livingston in for Andre Iguodala. And New Orleans also making a change. Agins is checked in. Pelicans trail by 10. Holiday with the three. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Well, I guess from that distance, the defense thought he'd dish it off. Oops.
Curry with a wide open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, check this out. He didn't have any threes in the first, but he kept shooting, and now he just knocked down his second in a row.
Davis sets a screen. They set the pick to the left side wing. The wide open look here for Holiday. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. West kicks to Durant. The shot's good on the assist by West. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
Oh, it just isn't his outside game you have to worry about with Durant. When he gets it in close, he rarely fails to convert.
Chris, you've been a part of some great teams that knew how to work well together as a unit. What is needed, you think, from teammates in order to make that happen?
I think you need good leaders, and good leaders are always known to be great followers. And so I think you need great chemistry. Most importantly, talent, and the talent to execute, and a coach who understands and can deliver a message and inspire. And so it's a lot of moving parts. Number one, you just have to be blessed, lucky enough to be in the right situation at the right time.
Great way to put it. And some changes here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Cunningham, he's checked in for Davis. Solomon Hill comes in for Tyreek Evans. Morris checked in for Hield. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Unselfish feed. The bounce pass being used to perfection.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Clark. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pelicans trail by 13. Moore outside. Hill has the open look. No good on the triple.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Durant. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Durant's got 7.
And over the course of his career, Durant has become more and more welcoming to create contact.
Knocked away. Here's Moore. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And then Durant with the jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
Here's Galloway. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Agins. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Pelicans have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And the second free throw, good. Warriors leading by 14. Livingston kicks to Clark. Pass to Livingston. He feeds it to West. It could go, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Warriors lead by 14. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr. Coach, great offense from your guys in the first half. What got you to lead?
I started calling some great plays for Steph Curry.
That's why you're the coach of the year, Steve. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lopsided game through the first half, that's for sure. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 13 points and 2 assists. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half. It's going to be another paint-based attack.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA. Over.
It is just about time now for the third quarter to begin. After the final buzzer sounds, the three of us will still be sitting here talking to you.
Actually, it's 4 people.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
He's taking his time, not forcing anything, just getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Pelicans trail by 14. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Pachulia in at the center. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Golden State's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight, 50% exactly.
And one thing I don't think Kevin Durant gets enough credit for is his mental toughness.
Good point.
He is rarely shaken or thrown off his game if things aren't going his way, and always remains focused on winning and doesn't let too much throw him off course.
Pachulia with the steal. It's Curry with the drive.
Oh, and that's the thing about Steph. Fearless on the floor, but also plays under control.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Down low, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Golden State on D. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And with Durant and his ability to stay focused on the court, Greg, you were just talking about this. A big example of that was last year when all the free agency speculation was floating around.
Yeah, and that can wear on a player when all the media is talking about your future. Durant has done a great job of blocking out the media the last few seasons and just focusing on winning. I mean, his focus on the court is a big part of why he is so consistent game to game.
Drains the three-pointer.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Bring it in. Take a seat.
To me, one of the things that's kept them out of the upper echelon are really a couple things. It's been their struggles on the defensive end and injuries. I mean, this is a team that has the length and the athleticism, and that's an area where you knew they could make some improvement. So last season was a bit of a disappointment.
Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Golden State.
You know what, Kevin? He may not be a super athlete, but the quick first step of Draymond is just a wonderful equalizer.
There's the screen. Davis kicks to Hield. Poked away. Stolen by Thompson. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Pachulia. And that's 17 points for Steph Curry. And for the Pelicans, great length in the front court. Greg, where do they need to get better defensively?
Kevin, I think the wing spots, that's where they really need a stopper. They had more offensively oriented players out there, and with the rise of the three ball, length and tenacity on the perimeter becomes so important.
Good point. Double team on Holiday, and Ashik kicks to Holiday. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
New Orleans shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And Anthony Davis last season signing a contract extension, the richest contract in NBA history at that point, $145 million over 5 years. He'd already become a superstar player, now freed from the rookie scale. He's finally paid like it.
And here's Ashik after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Davis sets a screen. All alone. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. You talk about the big contract for Davis, a lot of money for a young guy, but you don't much worry that he'll get his priorities, Greg, twisted.
A great point, Kevin. He's a team-first guy, all about winning, and he doesn't take it for granted. He didn't have all the hype growing up, but now he's living a dream, and he knows it. But he aspires to be great, and he's not settling for anything else.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. Ian Clark comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Hill, he's checked in for New Orleans.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean
talk
that was, Kevin. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And how relentless is this guy if you're the defense? He's the first one you're looking to block out there.
Here's Green after David West's bucket. The tray. And that's good. Draymond Green for 3. Green's got 12 points in the game.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
They're taking any look they can get from there and just making it rain from the perimeter right now.
Poked loose. Davis dishes to Holiday. 5 to shoot. Here's Ashik. That's tipped. Livingston with it. Evans is there. West passes to Livingston. Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. No good that time. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Davis missing.
Oh, man, his form seems rushed today, like he's trying to get rid of the ball as soon as he gets it. That's why barely anything is going in for him. They have to be happy at least with how they set it up. Most of the time, that's a sure make.
They grab their own miss. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. He's got 9.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
West kicks to Iguodala. The shot's good on the assist by West. West has got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, man, the long arms of Iguodala, such an asset, converting around the painted area.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashik. Cunningham comes in for Anthony Davis. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Tyreek Evans. .32 seconds left to play here in the third. There's the pick. Here is Cunningham. He's covered by Livingston. 5 on the clock. Teardrop shot.
And not shooting it as well as they had hoped in this half. And unless they start finding better shots, cutting into that lead is going to be very difficult.
And here is Moore. The shot that time, not on target. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, running away with it. We've got more in store for you right after this. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Forget about the score and let's compete. Just compete. That's all. Not that hard to do now.
Without worrying about what's led up to this point, Alvin Gentry trying to refocus his players' efforts.
Yeah, I mean, dwelling on the point differential at this point isn't going to fix anything. But all 5 guys giving maximum effort, that might be a cure-all for a whole lot.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Cunningham is out there with Quincy Pondexter. Then there's Etuan Moore. Then it's Alexis Ajinça, and it's Galloway in at the point guard. Chris, so often we'll see one play in a game that seems to change the mentality, the momentum, the feel on the floor. As a player, do you feel it when one play, just one play, can alter the mood of a game, change the pace of a game?
Well, yeah, Kevin, you can definitely feel it. I mean, a lot of times, you're trying to invoke it, implore it. You're trying to speak it into existence.
Yes.
So, if you see someone that gets a big steal when you need one and you guys have been, plotting for it on the sideline in the huddle, or if you see a guy hit a big 3 that ties up the game and, it's a 17-4 run and it makes everyone believe, and then the roar of the crowd and how that goes, momentum is definitely tangible. When you see someone get dunked on and one poster, take the lead up by 1, crowd goes crazy. I believe, it actually affects you physically.
Yes.
Your heartbeat, your pulse, your endorphins, your adrenaline, everything gets going. So, yeah, you definitely can feel when the play alters the mood of a game.
Great way to put it. Now here's Durant to the inside. Here's McAdoo. Kicks to Livingston. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Durant dishes to Livingston. From the corner. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
New Orleans making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Clark kicks to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
There's a reason why he is regarded as the deadliest scorer in the game. Durant just can't be stopped.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Poked loose, stolen by Varejao. Here's Livingston, flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. Here's Clark. Another 3 for Golden State.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
Well, they just look sharper out there compared to their opponents, and it's because of how they are spreading the floor on offense. Now, look, playing with high energy inside, that always leads to a high percentage look.
There's the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Galloway has got 5 points now this quarter.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Good D, better O. He buried it right in his face. We call that hitting him in the head. That has to be frustrating if you're the D. And just dropping the ball down inside, a timely assist.
And Durant gets double-teamed. He dishes it to Varejao, and it's slammed in by Varejao.
Oh, that's the kind of basketball Durant wants to play. Moving the ball, finding the open man. I mean, it makes everything easier offensively.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. That's tipped, stolen by Durant for the finish, and then Durant with the dunk.
And when he gets his points within the flow of the offense, that efficiency has helped them build this lead.
Galloway, the pass to Pondexter. Here's the screen. Here's Moore. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
He has to take that wide open three, even though that's not his bread and butter.
Durant dishes to Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Here's Galloway. No good from Moore. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Now here's Durant. Not a lot of room. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Durant's got 26.
Oh, with the size of Durant, there isn't a whole lot you can do when he gets inside, no matter how many defenders are on him.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
He misses the free throw. West is checked in for the Warriors. And New Orleans also making a change. Agins is checked in. Second free throw, no good. Chris, you look at this Warriors roster, there are a lot of unique players at every position.
Oh, yeah, I get what you were saying, and it makes total sense when you look at their personnel. Guys like Draymond, you never see as a functioning point power forward. Curry is unique in how he plays the point and his shooting. The list goes on with guys like Iguodala, too.
Both good from the line that time.
And you know there's something hypnotic about watching Durant shoot the ball. The calm, the consistency, the precision. This is what he was born to do.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Durant. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Moore outside. All sorts of time. And it's Agins missing.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Oh, well, it's a product of good, patient offense. Great shot there.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
No, that's the nail in the coffin. Call it a game.
Cunningham kicks to Galloway. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Pelicans ball. .44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Fires the three. Cans it from downtown.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Horrendous defense right there. Does the defense know who they're leaving wide open? You can't do that with him.
Now here's Durant, and Durant gets double-teamed. The feed now to Varejao. Tipped away. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Free throw good, Pondexter. He doesn't get the second one. Agins the pass to Pondexter. Dishes it to Moore. Pass to Pondexter. That's tipped. And it's the Warriors on the break. Durant's running, and then Durant with the jam.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Well, they have to be pleased with their play here today, and you can bet the fans are pumped as well.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steph. Congrats on the win. How does this team continue to be the most cohesive unit possible?
To me, it's a commitment we know that that's going to put us in a good position to win every single night. Is if we bring the effort, multiple efforts at each possession, where you might get beat, but you got to get back into play. God's going to help you. You help him. We care about each other, so we want to make sure that nobody's left out to dry. And I think that's a big factor. And we're just relentless on the defensive end.
Yeah, you guys have been one of the best defensive teams in the league the last few years. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin. Now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant. Really answered the bell in the fourth quarter. He got into attack mode early. That fired up his teammates. End of story.
What a huge lift he got from the crowd tonight. There's nothing those fans love more than seeing this guy get hot. And he was so hot, I got to get up right now, Ernie. My seat is hot. Oh.
He shot efficiently tonight. I mean, wow. Like, some nights when you shoot 50%, guys are jumping around the locker room excited. But 60%, to shoot at that level is remarkable.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.